Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hello and a warm welcome back to Paradise. Your smile is your key. My name is Renee Isermann. I'm the author and founder of Yoga for Face, and I'm all about authenticity and unveiling your real you. So who is behind the roles and the mask and all the stuff what we are playing, the programs. And so this show is a very personal journey. And today is a very, very special episode. I have an amazing coach, author, and a guidance when it comes to the topic love. And why this met today and why you should have to join. And by the way, if you think Back to Paradise sounds cool and you want to learn about your smile, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV and Radio, and the channel from Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. So it's all about education and it's all about making an impact and learning. We are learning from each other. So what I'm teaching is body wisdom from head to toe, to unfold your uniqueness and to build a relationship with your body, because your body is your best friend. So, and then it starts that we can think about other relationships. I'm pretty good in building the relationship when you fall out of paradise back with your body. I'm not the expert when it comes to a long-term relationship. So this is why my special guest today is Dr. Love, Anil Gupta, and we met in person in Florida. So I was attending his workshop and I learned so much. This is why I was thinking this is so important to bring him here. And he was also the reason why I was coming up with, I want to create 1 million smiles and I want to build 1 million trees. So this is the man behind that gave me a little kick. So now I'm kicking you on stage and I say a warm welcome. Dr. Love, Anil, I'm happy to have you on my Paradise sofa.
Thank you, Renee, for inviting me, and it was such a joy to meet you.
Yeah, so, and it's quite a journey. So my background is I was 22 years a professional athlete and I'm very disciplined. I'm German, living in the Caribbean. And what I figured out, we have some similarities. The big thing is just like, I think the awakening, why you do what you do, because this is not what's happening by accident. So you have a very personal why you are putting, why it's so important to open the heart again. Maybe we start with your journey and why you are so good at what you do.
So I really started in 2008. I was on the verge of suicide, and it was a very difficult time. And I started doing events of, 5 people, 10, 20, 50, 100, eventually 10,000 people. And it became an addiction to serve other people. In the moment you serve, in the moment you give, you feel good. The people around you feel good. And that helped me focus on, I'm here for a bigger purpose. my identity was around money, then I changed my identity to love. And if you do that, you can become a billionaire. If you stop using the US currency or the European currency or, you know, any currency, and use the currency of love, friendship, camaraderie, making a difference, giving, receiving, gentleness, loyalty, honesty, you too can become a billionaire. Change your currency today.
Yes, I love it. So you have the hard currency. I'm collecting smiles. So I know your goal is a 1 billion. So you were kicking me on stage. So I said and you were really kicking me. So to stand up to show.
I would never say that I kicked you. I enticed you into creating something magnificent and helping even more people.
Yeah. So suicide is very familiar with me. So I was when I was a child, I was 9, and I was thinking about I was sitting there, and I was
We lost your sound there a little bit.
okay. So no, when I was 9, I was sitting there and I was thinking about just like, okay, I'm done. And for me, I was thinking, okay, how to get out of childhood pretty quick. And I was thinking, what are doing adults? They are not smiling. So I was thinking not smiling is helping me out. So I had to figure out just like really unveil and understand the power of the smiling in a deep way. So, and this is why I want to set an intention, and I have a specific smile exercise. I want to introduce you that we are just like getting the idea how powerful the smile is and can change. And specific when you have a bad day, there's a muscle we can train. And so get ready, please join, because 1 million smiles. I want to have your heart for me and for Dr. Love, because we are collecting the currencies. So please engage and share. And now I just like want to go a little bit and explain what we are doing. So we need a pen if you want to see what this magic exercise can do. And by the way, after I have four must-have, you can get for free if you want. So, and I have a special music, and that's also on my website. And this music, and this is where I asked Dr. So here you see music. Music is here is also a currency, but the most important part on this music is this is informing your water structures, and you are over 70% water, and water is carrying. So, and you can decide what you want to put in your water. What you drink is something, but what are you surrounding yourself? And if we want to make a global impact, the sound of music, the sound of love, how I'm putting up, this is changing a lot. Can I see the pictures below? Because when we have normal water, what you can see is even like the plastic bottle water. There's no structure. So and imagine you drink those things, and this is just like because you hearing heavy metal or other stuff, or even like the news, this is informing your system. And this is why we can become anxiety. So the part is when we listen to this music, and if you like this, there's also a download, and with every download, we are planting a tree. I'm really rebuilding paradise also in the physical way. So go to the next picture. So what this music is doing, it's helping you to unfold without you have to hustle, you have to do anything. Just like be there and enjoy. And I will open now the 60 seconds. So you will find this on the website. Just push the golden buzzer and you support to create an impact here in this world. Thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. So now we're starting, and I'm asking you, your hands are like angel wings, and you can really just like soft touching your skin, and so you can support yourself, and you can learn to be in a new way gentle and kind. So put the pen between your teeth, breathe through the nose, and I will guide you, and you just have to do nothing, just enjoy, and then we see what's going on. So take the pen out and just give your body now a second to make the magic. So close your eyes and I invite you just to breathe and be aware, present in this moment. And feel your body, maybe for the first time of your life. Feel your feet on the ground, feel your sit bones, feel the crown on your head, feel your spine. And breathe. Inhale, fresh and clean energy that is refreshing and filling up all the free spaces now. And exhale everything that is just like pulling on you or that is heavy. So just like breathe it out and just like let it go. And be aware. And witness how amazing your body can shift in seconds, how hormone structures can change in seconds. So, and be aware, is there something tingling right now? How much space do you have in your body? And then feel your feet, your sit bones, your crown on your head. Come back with the next inhalation. Open your eyes and give yourself a hug, because hugs are important. So, thank you. So, everybody that was doing it, please write a comment. And Anil, maybe share what you feel.
I feel calmer, more peaceful, centered, light.
So that's my part for this show. My advice, if you want to have just like a small come back home, that was my lifesaver. That was my lifesaver. And when it comes to relationship, I was paying a lot of attention to the small things you were sharing. And so maybe let's start, because I was mentioned that if you are single and you are looking for a relationship, pay attention now, because I was doing, and I was listening and I was practicing, and I can also share my experience with that. So, but Anil, when it comes to relationship, what have people really to understand?
So most people, if you're single, you probably had 5 or 6 relationships. Each one has failed. Think about that. So you have 100% fail record. Now, how painful is that? How much baggage do you bring to each relationship? Every relationship you thought was the right one. And the reason the relationships have failed is because of this. You said yes to the relationship, someone asked you out, or you looked at someone, you liked them, and you started a relationship with them. You can't do that. You've got to do your due diligence. You've got to collect the data. You've got to say no until a yes, not yes until a no. Most people say yes to a relationship until they find out it's a no. And that's really the wrong way to do it. So it has to be a no until a yes. You have to do your due diligence, find out as much as you can about the other person, and then you look for alignment according to the three-way test. Any partner that you choose must pass the three-way test. The first part of that three-way test is they must have integrity. Be their word, do what they say they're going to do it, be on time, not complain, not gossip, be loyal, be trustworthy, be kind. The second one is they have to be loving, not just to you, but to everybody. How do they treat waitresses, waiters? How do they treat staff? How do they treat people? How do they treat their parents? How do they treat their exes? And the third one is probably the biggest one. How healthy are they? Emotionally, physically, spiritually, mentally, and financially. Now, what you can do is look at a previous relationship and ask yourself, do they pass the three-way test? And I guarantee you they do not. Now, if you use this formula to pick your next partner, there's a very strong chance of success. It's in fact 90 to 95%. But you have to do the due diligence. You have to collect the data. But also you have to remember, if you're looking for integrity, loving and healthy in a partner, you have to be that too. So you have to work on yourself. You have to clean up yourself. If you're selling your house, you would make it more appealing by cleaning it up, doing the repairs, making it look nice, making it smell nice. And if you were to buy a house, you would do your due diligence, you know, the location, the price, the valuation, the mortgage, the hospitals, the roads. You must do your due diligence. This will save you lots of time, lots of energy, and stop you getting in the wrong relationships. As a mentor, the biggest thing I do is I help you make the right choice. I stop you getting into the wrong relationship. And that's priceless.
So pay attention. So I was collapsing just like 2 years ago with a broken heart syndrome, because I was giving everything I had. And I was just like trying harder and cleaning up, but it's when the other person is not doing, then you also have to, I mean, until your body's shutting down, I mean, this is the last thing, then you have to go. So I was always just like so committed, just like, okay, there must be a way, there must be a way. So, but when it comes to collecting the data, I mean, I was now start going out and I was following just like, okay, let's collect the data. So let's talk about what means relationship and how you want that and what are your goals. But this is pretty tough. It's just like we are not used to that. So because every time I was just like coming with those questions, there was just like, what is this? So even just so the like collecting data is a thing, and maybe you have some ideas on that. It's
yes, it's asking questions, and
yeah.
Don't believe what they tell you, because people will lie. So for example, if I had I had a profile on a dating site, and on the dating site, I say, I love dogs, and the other person reads it. They think, oh, I want to impress him. I want to impress her. So you ask them, hey, do you like dogs? They said, oh, yeah, I like dogs. So most people say, oh, great, he likes dogs. Oh my God. But then you don't have to believe them. Ask them this question, what's your favorite dog? And if they don't give you an answer straight away, if it don't give you a specific answer, not a brown dog, not a Labrador, you know, the more specific they are, the more likelihood they're telling the truth. And then ask them, how many dogs have you owned? If they say 0, are they telling you the truth? You haven't collected enough data. Can you show me a photo of your dog? It should not take more than 10 seconds to show you a photo. So you have to collect the data. Don't believe what they say. Collect the data and look for alignment. Are they saying the truth? Are they living the truth? Are they being the truth? If they say, I love children, and you go for a walk in the park and they're like this when a child comes towards them, or they're going, oh my God, did you see that little baby there? Oh my goodness. So there's proof. You look for proof. You look for alignment. You've got to be like a Sherlock Holmes, but in a nice, gentle way, not like you're interviewing them, but you're asking them questions to collect data. I call it ABCD, always be collecting data.
So the data. So that's one thing. So I have 2 topics. I think they are very important. It's the financial part, because when you go to the statistics, a lot of relationships are failing because of money. So pattern, habits, addictions, everything what goes in there. So what are your thoughts on, even like if you meet someone and the financial situation is not stable because of, so we have all different scenarios. I was getting in the scenario because I gave my money away in a good thing, and then I had to figure out, no, I have to rebuild. So I was not paying attention that I'm not getting money back. So this is where it comes. So what is your advice when it comes to the money situation? When you say collect the data, see how stable the situation is, what is the baggage? So what are your thoughts on that? Because when we age, so everybody has something.
Yeah, so they have to be financially prudent. Not that they have to be wealthy. They have to be able to pay their way, have good thoughts, abundance around money, and not rely on you to be their keeper. Sometimes things happen. You go through a bankruptcy or something bad happens. I understand that. But can you bounce back? Do you have a good work ethic? Are you living in a world of abundance? Are you confident that you'll be able to pay your way? It's not fair that one person pays for everything. It's not fair that one person is responsible for all the financial side of all the transactions. It's not sustainable, and it will build resentment. And I'm sure, Renee, that's how you felt.
Yeah, I mean, it's this is just like who's doing the work and who is having a working attitude or discipline. So are you getting up? Are you being on time? Are you willing to do the work? Are you want to learn? So these are those things. And I think then you can make everything work. Yeah, that's what I believe strong. But it's also for a relationship, you need to have goals together. Or what do you think about that?
Well, you don't necessarily have to have goals together as long as you complement each other, as long as you're compatible. And you need a supportive partner. You need someone that will guide you, nurture you, tell you the truth, and be behind you. When I was suicidal in 2008, my wife was very supportive. If she wasn't, it would have been a different matter. So, and also the relationship has to be 100-100, not 50-50. It cannot be transactional. And that makes a big difference. If you know that your partner is going to be supportive of you and they're going to go behind you and they're not reliant on you to provide a lifestyle that they're accustomed to, that they're willing to sacrifice in order to survive and thrive, you know that you've probably got a great partner.
Good. So you think goals together is not so important? I mean, I think this is just like I was always building. So I wanted to build something together. So that was my personal thing.
Yeah. So, no, as long as they're supportive of you, because you may have a vision, they may have a different vision. They might find something else is important than you, but as long as they support you, as long as if you ask for help, they give you help, I think that can work beautifully.
Good. So let's see, do we have any comments? So I'm coming to the next thing that is so important, because I remember when I met my first man I wanted to marry. He asked me. One of my friends gave me a book, and she said there's just like the 90 days. 90 days, you really should collect the data. So I was coming from there, collect the data, and not making it physical. So. And so there's any form from sex and touching, all stuff, this should be not the first thing. I mean, it's important in a relationship. This is what my idea is. It's not something that is not important. It's also about the matching. But when it comes in the beginning, just we have to understand when the data is not working. A kiss is you get this DNA, you get the soul contract, you get energetically all the things you have to deal afterwards, and this is where the data is pretty good. I think this is not so popular in the society right now, because I know that every guy I was just like talking to after, just like they always tried the kissing part, and I was just like no, just like no. What do you think? And I'm pretty. Because we are adults and we know how the sex and all the stuff is working, we're getting what I see very lazy, and and this is where self-love for me is starting, honoring and respecting. So I needed to reconnect to my body. I had to learn to trust my body again, because my body is amazing and I'm always really on the point. But this is having an impact. So yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
I agree totally. If you're, if you're a woman and your man can't wait, he's not the right guy for you. If he's impatient, his focus is on your body, not on you. And this will filter him out. Because if he can't wait a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 5, 6 weeks, it means that he's met other women on a regular basis and he's not there to serve you. You need to find someone that is patient and is not concerned about your body. Is more concerned about who you are, how you show up, what your mission, passion, and purpose in life is, what you're here for, what you're passionate about, what you love to do. You see, conversations are very important. What do you talk about? What is he focused on? What type of questions does he talk about? What does he like to talk about? What's his mission, passion, and purpose? So this is where you collect the data. You get to know someone at a much deeper level. And it's important to know. Ask them about their previous history. How do they get on with their ex-girlfriends? What do they say about their ex-girlfriends? There's a question here. What are the red flags to look out for? Never, ever, ladies, never, ever, ever date a man that is charismatic, because they want the attention all the time. If you don't give them the attention, they will look for it somewhere else. Big red flag.
Wow. So you saw the question. So I think the 90 days are pretty good, because if you see then how they show up in public, you know exactly what's to go. So this is where I totally agree. But I did it a year. That was something I was focusing also the 2 times with my long-term relationship. So that was pretty. I did that. I didn't pay attention to some other red flags, but when it comes to the ex, it's just like I learned. I mean, without my ex, I would not have and my kids. I would not have yoga for face. I took all the gold nuggets because we're learning something. And it's just like the partners are always pushing the stuff where you have to work on. So I had to clean up a lot of stuff that was giving me the ability that I have now a TV show that I can speak up for myself. So that was just like a partner, a little sparring partner. So I was becoming better and better. So I cherish them. Was this nice? Was this hurtful? Yes. Do I have contact? I was having with. We were having a long time contact, and then that was just like, no, it's not. We are not able to move forward. So closing is something that I practice now. When you say, what do you mean by how you treat the exes, or what do you?
So, for example, if you're wanting to connect with a man and you ask him what was your ex like, and he complains about her and he swears and he says bad things about her, that could possibly be you next time. But if he says, my ex-girlfriend was such an amazing soul, she was so caring and so loving, it was sad, but we just weren't compatible, and I want her to have a beautiful life. She deserves to have a beautiful man. Unfortunately, it wasn't me, and I send her lots of love and wishing her a beautiful life. That's what I'm saying. But if he's complaining and, calling her names, it's something that you don't want to get associated with, because eventually it'll be you.
Yeah, this is something where we then have to heal the pain. This not being the chosen one or not being the wanted. So I think that is a lot of work to do. Let's see, do we have other questions? I see something more is popping up. So can you see it?
Yeah, what about when your mate wants to change you? It depends on what he's trying to change. If he's wanting you to be healthier, is that a bad thing? Maybe it's the way he's delivering it. So if he could be a little bit more specific, but if he's not accepting you and trying to change you for his benefit, not for your benefit, that's totally different. If he's trying to manipulate you and take advantage of you and gaslight you, that's not a good thing. But depending on what the intent is, does he want to make you a better person? Does he want you make you healthier? Does he want to make you stronger, fitter? Does he want to make you wealthier? Does he want to make you more confident? That's trying to change someone. So it really depends on the context.
Okay, so yeah.
My pet peeve is over talking and not listening to what I say. He thinks he knows what is best for me without even asking. And that's a really important thing. You see, women want to be heard. They want to be listened to. They want to be understood. So when he's over talking, he's not listening to you. He's not understanding what you're saying, where you're coming from. Of course, in that case, you're not feeling safe. You're not feeling understood. You're not feeling heard. You're not feeling that you matter. And I sense that he's trying to change you, fix you in a way that you don't want. So it's important, gentlemen, that you listen and listen to your female partners, because they want to be heard. And because they're heard, they will feel safe. And because they feel safe, they will show up in a more loving way. Yeah, it's a big problem. You know, men speak less, listen more. I hope that helps.
Yeah, and I think just from the female perspective is when you really, and women, 35 is the age where we awake more in the spiritual way. So this is where this is starting, and then when we learn really to unveil our authentic self and letting go of all the roles we maybe think we have to play. This is also the awakening process. And then it's men, we have to learn to express. We want to share. We don't need the solution, but we want to just, like, as you said, we want to be heard. So yeah, that's a big thing. But when it comes to, I mean, specific, the manipulation and the changing for the good. But one red flag, when someone is telling you, but I'm not changing, for me, that means just like you don't want to grow. It's just like when there are patterns, when you have addictions, when you whatever, and you're just like, I'm never going to change because I keep this, that's a red flag. How do you see this?
Yeah, you know, if they're not willing to grow, or they're not willing to see the truth, and they're not willing to have that discussion, it just tells you that they're stuck in their ways, and that things are going to be painful in the future. So are they open to discussions? Are they open to change? Are they open to comments? Are they open to having meaningful conversations? Are they open to trying something different? And if they're not, it's just data, A, B, C, D. Always be collecting data. You don't have to make an immediate judgment, but collect the data, then make an informed choice.
Okay, so that's important. And now the next question, that's for me. I love this question so much. And I'm looking for what you have. Because when you are over 40, hey, I'm over 50, and I know how I was looking in my 40s, and I'm not here. I'm all about just like unfold your uniqueness, become your authentic self, and then the wrinkle part is also something else. So, and I don't think all the guys I'm talking to, they don't like this lip filler thing, or just like, I know no guy that likes really like the plastic surgery, right? Or even just this is just like who? This is just like girls, women. This is just in our head. Yeah, that's I don't think that's real. And this is where I'm coming on board. It's just like if you don't like what you see in the mirror, because I was there when I was 40. Now I'm getting 52. I was just like so exhausted over giving, doing the stuff, just like fitting. No, I had to reconnect. And then the beauty is coming in a different way. And it's the energy that is attracting. How you enter the room. But first you have to connect to your body to become in alignment. The wrinkles go away. You can design whatever you want in your nature. Uniqueness, because your talents are showing up. Like the proportions in your body, everything is just like you are a unique piece. And you have to learn to own it. So I'm good in that. So you are, but this is my part. Just like if anybody needs help, so we will pull out. I have the smile revolution, how to come back here and then enter the room and be seen. Yeah. So, but what? Tell me, are the guys really about only this outside thing?
Well, the question is, how do we as women over 40 compete with younger women? When men are drawn to these model types. If they're drawn to these model types, they're not right for you. Because after a time, they'll get bored with that woman and then bored with the next woman. You don't have to compete. As Renee said, just be yourself. Be that unique human being. These are not the type of men you want to be associated with. You want someone who will accept you as you are. Someone who will communicate lovingly with you, someone who has integrity, loving and healthy. And there are plenty of men out there. And, you know, I have a program called the Smart Select System. You just have been looking in the wrong places and you've been meeting the wrong people. But there are plenty of men out there for you, for sure.
So awesome. So there's also, if they want to connect with you, we pull up just like you can chat, you can talk with Anil directly. So here's his website. And yeah, so, and you are so on the point. And I love the structure and the clarity you bring on the table when it comes to those things. And you have some books, so you have a lot of stuff. So just like, even like, don't forget to follow on the social media. I know you are on Instagram, you are on Facebook, you are on LinkedIn. So so if you look for a new relationship, if you want to level up, so Anil is definitely someone who you have and you need in your circle. And yeah, time is going by quick, so we're running out. So yeah, so don't forget, and don't forget, of course, yes. So, and if you want to learn, do we have something else? Thank you. So, Anil, so thank you so much. So I hope that was for everybody helpful. So relationship, check him out. Write us a comment, give us a heart, share this episode, please. If you want to plant a tree, then please download the music on my website. I have also the free must-have exercises. If you get an emotional roller coaster and you want to reconnect, I have a free course on my website. But I have also the course if there's something you don't like. And like as Anil was saying it, so if you are surrounding yourself with the wrong people, where you always have to reduce yourself, where you're not appreciated in your full size and your authentic self, this is causing the wrinkles. And here I'm working like over the last 9 years with over 10,000 women. So 2,000 I was guiding through a transformation in their faces in 7 weeks. So this program is available in English. Also, just like go on my website, maybe Dr. Jacqueline, can you pull it up? And then we are on time today. Yeah. So you will find this on my website. Everything is in the comments. I will check that out. You can also book a call with me. And Of course, this is the smile revolution. How to be seen, how to be felt, and how to become unforgettable when you become your authentic self. But first of all, you have to learn to connect to your body system, okay? So I'm excited about this episode. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV and Radio, and the channel from Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. I'm sending so much love. Have an amazing Sunday, and I see you next week. And there we have the German episode. Mwah.
Is it true? Is it kind? Is it necessary? In a world quick to judge, one book dares to reveal the hidden cost of silence. Discover Holy but Harmful, The Silent Sin of Judgment, How Hidden Judgments Destroy Relationships and Damage Lives by Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. The Amazon #1 bestseller that's transforming the way we understand ourselves and the way we see others. Pick up the companion workbook to uncover your own hidden judgments and learn how to break free from them. Available now on Amazon and at fine bookstores worldwide.
Get ready to wear the brand that's changing the world of media. Introducing the official USA Global TV and Radio online store. From our TV show hosts to our incredible global guests, you asked, we delivered. Rep your appearance with pride. Whether you've been on air, hosted a show, or tuned in, we have something just for you. Visit us at usaglobaltvradioshoп.myspreadshop.com and start shopping today. Check back frequently. We're dropping fresh new designs all the time. Showcase your role in our global community. These designs celebrate your voice, your story, your presence. It's more than just merchandise. It's a movement of hope, inspiration, education, and elevated listening. Head to usaglobaltvradioshoп.myspreadshop.com. Your spotlight awaits. USA Global TV and Radio. Elevate your style. Elevate the world.
My Tummy Hurts by Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Meet Jackie. She loves recess, running with friends, and laughing on the playground. At school, Jackie tries to play like she always does, but suddenly the pain comes back. Lately, something feels different and her tummy hurts, sometimes a little and sometimes a lot. With the help of a caring teacher, a nurse, her mom, and a kind doctor, Jackie begins to understand what her body is trying to tell her. Sometimes tummy pain is more than a simple bellyache. Some children live with conditions like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease. Jackie listens to her body. She asks for help. She knows she's not alone. And Jackie finds her way back to running, laughing, and being herself. My Tummy Hurts, a kid's guide to bellyaches and bathroom troubles by Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, available on Amazon and in fine bookstores around the world.
Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USA-Global-TV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.